morning, and welcome to Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture. Oh, okay. I was about to say when I'm talking and you're doing all this, you know what that's called?
What?
Upstaging. And I
I'm
watched
sorry.
yesterday's
I don't mean. I
video,
don't
and I
mean
was just
upstage.
like, nobody is listening to me because all this is going on, and I'm just trying to do
I
a
don't mean
quick intro.
upstaging. I don't mean upstaging.
All right. So let's just say good morning. How are you doing? I'm sorry, I'm rolling on my I was rolling over my headphone cord and it's not moving and it looks like I'm still on it. So let me fix that. You tell them we're gonna
Oh, today, this morning. Hi, good morning. How you doing? This morning we're going to talk about Harry Belafonte because he was a legend who passed away this week, and Harry Belafonte, who was born on March 1st, 1927, passed
how do you
away.
say his last name again?
Belafonte.
Belafonte?
Yeah.
Okay. No, it sounded like you were putting in an extra syllable. And I was like, what's that about?
No, Belafonte. It passed away in the April 25th, um, 2023. He was 96 years old. This man was a singer, an actor, an activist, and known a lot for his activism in his later years. He was also I believe he was a UNICEF ambassador. Um, so Harry Belafonte, his illustrious career, a lot is owed to him. He was the first person of color to win an Emmy, and he also has a Tony for his stage work. And I believe the Tony that he received for stage work was from his first production that he did on stage. So his first Broadway production, he did win a Tony for. So Kathy, I'm gonna let you jump in here now that you got your cord all set up.
Okay. Yeah, now that I got my cord all taken care of. So we're gonna do six at six, six Harry Belafonte roles. And I'm gonna start with number six was his first movie and also first of three movies with Dorothy Dandridge, and that was in the movie called Bright Road. I'm sorry, no plural on that, where he played Principal Williams. And uh let's see, number five. And I again, I'm just grabbing some images from the Internet Movie Database tribute to Harry Belafonte, so they're not really in the order of our roles. But number five, I put down his second movie with Dorothy Dandridge, or not. Actually, I think this movie wound up being the third movie, but Island in the Sun, where he played David Boyer. And again, number three, coming in at number three on our six at six, paying tribute to the late great Harry Belafonte is uh oh wait, I was trying to find the picture that went with this one. Buck and the Preacher. I'm
Yes.
where he played, and I didn't put his role down because he was Preacher in Buck and the Preacher, and that was again one of those classic roles. And to me, one of I guess not maybe one of the most well known, or at least for fans of comedies of the 70s, I think it would be number three, our number three role, and that was as Geechee Dan
Get your Dan.
in Uptown Saturday Night. That was definitely a classic role.
And
And
that's the one where Bill Cosby and Sidney Poitier was looking for Little Seymour, wasn't it? You looking
like,
for
'cause
Little
you know what?
Seymour?
I always get Uptown Saturday Night and Let's Do It Again. Let's Do It Again was Bootney Thornsworth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, because sometimes I get them confused, but you want to talk about a good kind of like double feature. Number two on our list of six roles for of Harry Belafonte is not actually a movie role. For number six, I cited his role as a social rights and social justice advocate. Again, uh, Harry Belafonte was there. He was there. He was part of the civil rights movement of the 60s, very much involved, even from his time in the 50s as an actor and as an activist.
Um,
I know a lot of people, want to come out for different causes and be about different things and use their fame towards positive ends or towards their political beliefs. But Harry Belafonte was one of the first to kind of put his life, career, and fame on
can
the
I add?
line, to be marching with Martin Luther King, to be in those spaces. And he actually was one of the people who helped fund and support Dr. King um, in his dream and in his civil justice work.
Can I add? In the '60s, he befriended. I believe the story I heard in the '60s. That's where he in the '50s, in the '60s. That's where he befriended Sidney Poitier. And even though they were famous actors, they would go down the South, and there were a couple of times where they had to themselves, even though they were famous actors, they had themselves had to run from the KKK,
Mhm,
and they were both, and they both used their own money and helped raise money to fund the Freedom Riders, because you knew once you did the protest, certain people were going to go to jail, and you had to have the money to get them out. So
mhm.
Sidney Poitier and Harry Belafonte, along with I believe Sam Cooke and Aretha Franklin, were the kind of people who put their lives in danger, and a celebrity in danger, to go down the South and help.
Yeah. And the number one role of, and I think I probably could have put as civil rights activism as his number one role because of the importance it's had in history. But I know for fans of the actor and the performer and of the movie, and especially our mom, because this is one of her favorite movies, uh, playing Joe and Carmen Jones is our number one, Sidney Poitier.
I'm very embarrassed to say I've never seen Carmen Jones.
Oh my goodness. Turn in your pop culture card, turn in your black card, just turn in your musical theater card, just turn in all the cards. That I don't
Well,
even
because
know.
I never seen Carmen Jones.
Huh?
I've seen Ribbon in the Sky.
That's not Carmen Jones. All right.
I've
Have you
I've
seen
I've,
any Dorothy Dandridge movies?
I've seen Stormy Weather.
Have you seen any Dorothy Dandridge movies? I didn't say anything about Lena Horne.
Okay. I don't think I've seen any Dorothy Dandridge movies.
All right. Well, while you work on your education, because evidently it's much needed, um,
I know who Dorothy Dandridge is. I don't think I've ever seen one of her movies. That's all.
you've never seen. Okay. All right. Hey, and again, I come from a biased place because I've not only seen her movies, I've read her autobiography, and just again, I'm just a big fan. And
Okay.
again, knowing what she went through and knowing about her experience, I just
Okay, but we're talking about Harry Belafonte.
I know, but because they made so many movies together, I thought, hey, you know, definitely.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it. Harry Belafonte is a iconic treasure that will surely be missed, and I think he was even doing things up until he died. He was participating in certain things. He couldn't make as many appearances because of his health and his age, but he was still involved and had his hands in a lot of things, even up until his last few days. So
Yeah. So, with that said, that is our 6 at 6, or at least 6 at 9 after 6. Uh, we hope you have an awesome day. We are Kathy and Kenny. We explain pop culture. For the month of April, we've been doing it every weekday in April, going over the pop 6 at 6 pop hits. And tomorrow, I guess, will be our last day.
yeah, tomorrow will be our last day.
Tomorrow will be our last day. It was a fun little challenge that we wanted to take on because it helps us again work on our presence and work on different things and also kind of work on our commitment to Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture. We're here every Saturday night. We hope to see you guys every Saturday, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Give us a like, share, thumbs up, and we'll see you on Saturday.
All right. God bless you all. Keep living. Peace.